Get you some sultrylim.com. If you wanna get it tonight, get you some sultrylim.com. Make your body feel right. Get you some sultrylim.com.
Hey everybody, what's up? Shake them tits, shake them tits, shake them tits. Yes, jiggle with me. Feel your body. Yes, y'all, I'm just waking up. I had to come to y'all so we could get into Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, which was a whole ratchet ass mood. All right, the episode was very entertaining, even though I feel like it was somewhat of a filler episode. So let's start off with K. Michelle and Moniece. K. Michelle ain't got no friends, so she got Moniece on this show playing sidekick as they go to the doctor's office so we can talk about getting all that silicone sucked out of her ass, all right? Moniece felt some type of way about the fact that she had all that drama at K. Michelle's concert a couple of episodes ago where her and Ray J got into it, and I'm like, girl, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to get into it with bitches on this show, all right? But anyway, she explains everything that went down at that showcase with BONDY.BRITTANY and how she can't hold a note. And I was like, oh, y'all gonna shade BONDY.BRITTANY like that? I didn't think she sounded that bad. Why y'all gonna play that girl like that? Okay, I know one thing. She was popping for the God. 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 They get into how Lyrica and A1 let all of their business be put out all in the club, and how this nigga named Rockstar was all in the mix, starting drama, but he calling himself Lyrica's best friend. It's a whole bunch of mess. But you know what? We ain't got time to worry about they bullshit right now, because we trying to get silicone and scar tissue sucked up out our ass, okay? And K. Michelle pisses me off because she still went and got that nose job. She got a nose job, but then she gonna stand in front of us in a confessional talking about sometimes the imperfections are what make us perfect. And I'm like, then bitch, why is you fucking with your nose, okay? Why? Explain that to me. I wanna know. Inquiry minds want to know why it is that you feel like, oh, I regret getting silicone put in my ass because it's making me unhealthy, but I'm going to go ahead and take my nose in so it look like I can't fucking breathe. What's up with that? Why do you want to pinch nose? That shit don't even look right. Either way, the doctor says that this is going to be a difficult procedure because every little piece of silicone that spread into her body created scar tissue around it. I guess to protect it, your body will do that to keep it from going into your bloodstream, because if it goes into your bloodstream, then your ass might die, okay? So she has a long road ahead of her, which we already know, okay? Moving on. Lyrica ain't got no friends neither. So her and Apple Watch doing a pole dancing workout together, and she teaching her how to drag her booty cheeks on the ground like she did in that last performance we saw. And I was just like, okay, I don't think Lyrica is made for this type of ass movement, but okay, you know her ass not real, bitch. You drag that shit up and down the floor, you might fuck around and pop it or something like that. Get a little brush burn. Shit don't be sitting right no more. I just, I'm nervous about them ass implants. So why they sitting there talking? Of course, Apple Watch wants to know what the hell is going on with you and A1 steak sauce. And she's like, look, married people go through problems all the time. I love him, he loved me, and hopefully we can work it out. So right now, we're real optimistic about Lyrica and A1, right? So we should know where this episode is going to go, all right? So reconciliation after a man finds out that his wife might have fucked one of his best friends. After like a week or two, we back straight. But I was just like, wow, this is like a real quick transition from being, oh, I'm getting a divorce to, well, maybe we need to talk and work it out. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just me that felt like, y'all storyline got some holes in it, and maybe we should have held this beef out a little bit longer to be realistic about how mad a real man would be if he found out that his wife might have fucked his best friend and everybody knew about it before him. You know what I'm saying? And then he had it thrown in his face by somebody that don't really like him at them. You know what I'm saying? It just all seemed, I don't know, real for television purposes. But I'm going to go ahead and let it go. We're going to act like it's all real. So Apple Watch is trying to give her a sneak peek into her life. All right. Apparently, Apple Watch was raised in a foster system. Okay. Her mama had her. The daddy left. Okay, he went off and raised 4 children, never was really in contact with her. I think her mama might have got on drugs or some shit like that and lost custody, and then she was put in a foster care system. And since then, she has recently got to know her father. She went looking for him. He didn't come looking for her. Okay, but he called in her phone and shit like that, and she just reeling her emotions about it because she don't know how to get comfortable with talking to him when she still has so much resentment towards him for how her life turned out because he wasn't worrying about her. And that's the type of shit that pissed me off with men. Why do y'all feel like, oh, she with her mama, I ain't gotta call, I ain't gotta ask if she okay for years and years and years? She could be dead and I don't know because all I'm worrying about is the children that I had with the bitch that I want to stay with. I don't like that, and I feel like a lot of the times men refuse to take responsibility for how really fucked up that is. You got a child out here in this world and you don't know whether she alive or not. There were years that went by where Apple was just out here, fending for herself, but had a full fucking daddy somewhere raising a family like Leave It to Beaver or something like that. I would feel some type of way as well. Moving along, y'all. So we get this little splash scene where they show us, Tiara and Akbar working out. I'm on the beach. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just looking at them like, what is it? There's no real dialogue happening. It's just Tiara in a confessional once again telling us how she loves her man. And so she has to trust her man. And I'm like, girl, how many times are you going to fall in love with niggas that you don't really know that well? How many times? I just feel like we keep going through the same thing with Tiara over and over and over again. And instead of alcohol, she now chooses to keep falling in love and giving so much of herself to fuck boys that don't mean her no well, okay? And we see this, that Akbar don't mean you no good, girl. He talking all of that shit, but he look at you as a piece of a harem, girl. You a part of a set, all right? He's trying to get as many hoes as he can, a part of his whole little harem so he could be out here living his pimp dreams, and I'm just not seeing it. I don't see why y'all bitches running after him. Nigga can have light eyes all day, but if they teeth ain't right, me and you can't talk, nigga. And his teeth ain't right, them fucking dolphin teeth in his mouth. Anyway, Bridget and Brooke meet up so we can continue on the fairy tale that's going on in Brooke's mind, because we've all come into the conclusion that even though we like Brooke, she fucking crazy. And Bridget, you ain't got nothing else to do. You don't have really nobody else to tape with. So here we are, you popping up at a dress shop doing errands for a crazy bitch. And that's all right, y'all friends now, baby. It's cool. I'ma roll with it. So they meet up and they talking about all of the plans that Brooke has for her and Marcus. And she's talking to Bridget about, oh, did you get my mom to come in town? Did you get the tickets? So something is taking place, but we don't know what it is yet. But everybody know that something is about to go down with Brooke and Marcus. I think she gonna pop up with a surprise wedding on this nigga, okay? I really do. He over there thinking he just about to get the honey bun, but really, nigga about to get married, locked down, clink, 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 and then you gonna get the honey bun. I don't know how this is gonna go. I really don't. I'm nervous. I'm real nervous on behalf of Brooke and Marcus. I really am. Paris comes in, and Paris don't have a storyline of her own, so she come in serving all of Tiara's tea to everybody. And I was just like, girl, you ain't got nothing else going on but to be playing Inspector Gadget investigator for Tiara and Akbar. So she tells them about the girl Sade, and that's when Brooke gives us her information on Akbar. Apparently, they go way back about 5 years, and she knows him, and the last time she saw him, he was with some Latino-looking chick, and they was together, and she always sees him with several different bitches on different occasions. So she looking like, no, this is not good, okay? I know what kind of games Akbar runs. I'm like, yeah, player, pimp, pimp. All right, we see it. We understand it. Y'all, A1 and his tummy tucker shooting a music video, and I'm like, niggas be shooting videos, and we don't never see the videos, but that's all right. Marcus comes in and they take a little break to talk. He got the tummy tuck, but the shit ain't tucked. Anyway, Marcus tells him that he is not the pappy, he is not the father, and he's so happy that Stassi broke up with him before he could break up with her, like Brooke told her to. Break up with him before he breaks up with you. That is still my favorite line of this season so far, y'all, I have to say. But he says he's ready for the craziness that is Brooke. And of course, A1 is like, all right, brother, at least you know what you're getting into. I don't want to hear no complaining about it later on. But all he's ready to do is slap some skins. I don't think he has any idea what she has in store, which makes me look at him like, nigga, you have not learned yet, huh? All right? Brooke is all about stunts and shows, and your ass out here thinking that you just about to get the red light special for free. Nah, it don't work like that. A1 tells Marcus that Lyrica defending him against Rockstar at the showcase makes him feel like maybe they can actually have a conversation and she's still loyal to him in some way. And I'm like, she better. That's the least the fuck she could do after all of this drama, all because she don't know how to sit down and have a conversation with her husband without all the theatrics. What? No. How could you say that, girl? Just look your man in the eye and tell him the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's all she had to do. But she didn't do that, so, you know, here we are. But A1 is really thinking about maybe they can actually have a conversation. I'm glad, because I didn't want them to get a divorce. I do think they love each other. I don't think their marriage is fake. I think K. Michelle is a hater when it comes to that type of shit, all right? So, y'all, I don't know why Rockstar is starting to grow on me, because he works on my fucking nerves. I don't like him. He's an asshole. I would never like him in person. But on this show, the nigga is hilarious. Okay, so let's get into this. Rockstar says that he saw a chocolate Godiva ball at the showcase, and they just had to meet up. She says she wants to sing, but he ready to and I'm just like, Rockstar. When you say you saw a chocolate Godiva ball, you know I was thinking about a ball like a dick, right? All right, I'm going to go ahead and let that sit right there. So guess who's walking into the restaurant to have a meeting with Rockstar, y'all? Amber Diamond. Apparently, Amber Diamond, Cisco's ex-girlfriend, the one he was fucking with at the same time he was fucking with Sierra Marie. Remember they had a whole little scene where she was in a lingerie and all of that? And then they met up and it was all this confusion? Her. Beautiful girl. Do I think she can sing? Fuck no. There's no way somebody that pretty, if they could really sing, hasn't already been on this show as a singer, okay? Like, I'm going to just tell you, she's a gorgeous chocolate girl. She really does look like a little doll. She's beautiful. So that's why I'm like, if you could really sing, girl, you would have been on this show already showcasing vocals. You wouldn't be on here with Rockstar after already being on here as Cisco's side hoe, okay? You just wouldn't be doing it. So she sits down first, and he's very flirtatious and wants to know what she wants to do. And she says, look, I want to put out an EP. About 10 minutes into their conversation, her mama just come walking in. Her mama just said, yeah, I might look like her sister, but I am Amber's manager / mama, okay? She said she a promoter, manager, and a hustler, baby. I just want you to know it ain't where I've been, but where I'm about to go. I just want to love you and be who I am. So get all this cash and forget your man. I'm sorry, I had to do it. Now give it to me. Give me that funk, that sweet, that nasty, that gushy stuff. That shit is so disgusting, but I love that song. Anyway, y'all, I'm getting off track. Now they discussed the pricing, okay? And he was like, well, what can you do? All right? And that's when mama pull out buku stacks of money out of her bag. And I want to know how all of those stacks of bills only added up to 20K. Okay? Because you would think that they would have, they would have had, I don't even know, maybe like 1,000, but it was 20K. So I kind of feel like for all of those stacks, that should have been more money. Maybe they had some fake money in between the stacks. I don't fucking know. All I know is she whipped out 20K like it wasn't nothing with the bands around it, like she just came from the bank. He said, all right, so you could give me this and I'll do a track. And she was like, so you want me to give you $40,000 for one track? What this track gonna do? He was like, it's gonna have all the bells and whistles. It's gonna do all the surgery on her voice that might be needed. Okay, like it'll cover everything. It's gonna be a hit. It'll skyrocket. He's talking all of this shit, but we know Rockstar has kind of fell off a little bit. So taking 40K for a song with a bitch that you ain't never heard her sing look real shifty to me, all right? Mama is cool with it. She'll pay him the other 20 after the song is finished, but she just wants to be clear, ain't no fucking going on. Don't be trying to fuck my daughter. And I'm like, girl, you acting like she ain't already been fucking producers. Don't do that. Don't do that. She already been fucking producers. So y'all, let's jump back to K. Michelle. K. Michelle got them I just had a nose job boogers in her nose as she lays down on the bed to get the surgery, to get the injections removed from her ass. And after the surgery, Moniece is the one that's taking care of her. And she is so pissed off and angry and wants to get even with all of the friends that weren't there for her while she was going through this surgery. Because now she has like this scar that won't go away that she has to clean all the time. It's just really disgusting. And I understand that she's upset, but this was around the time that she blasted Jonathan online for not being there for her. But Jonathan had his own shit going on. His brother's father died or some shit like that, and he needed to be there for his family. But because she's so self-absorbed, she felt like everybody should have been in her beck and call, and that's not how it go. K. Michelle, you really need to do better, bitch. You really need to go to counseling, go to therapy, and deal with your narcissistic tendencies. Because I don't think you're a bad person at all. I fuck with you. But the way you blasted Jonathan online without even knowing what was going on in his life, as if he was made to revolve around you, I don't like that shit. I don't like that shit at all. And Moniece understands how she feels because there have been times where she hasn't had anybody there for her either. But she, except for AD. AD is always there for her. But mainly she understands the surgery feeling because she sometimes wishes that she didn't get her boob job. I wish she wouldn't have got the boob job either, Moniece. It was unnecessary. You a skinny, petite little chick. You didn't need no extra titties. You were very cute, and you had enough titties for me. But you know what? Do what makes you happy, girl. I just hope you ain't out here stretching all your little skin out and stuff like that, because that's how it be looking sometimes. So Apple meets with her dad. And you guys, this conversation is so awkward because you could tell that the dad wants to be in her life, but she is still full of resentment. And I think that he's handling it as best as he can, considering the fact that he's wrong. He's fucked up in his situation. And he's like, you haven't really been calling me, and you haven't been checking in, and you haven't been answering my phone calls. And she's like, well, look, I don't really know how to be like that with you because I'm still holding on to why you never, found me. Why did I have to come and find you? You let me go into the foster care system. And he was like, I didn't know. And still in some way not fully taking responsibility for the fact that you abandoned her. You abandoned her and she didn't have anybody else. And to me, I think it's going to take a lot of time and therapy to fix those wounds. And he says, I will pay for therapy for both of us so we can talk it out. And I'm like, please record one of the therapy sessions. Please let the therapy sessions be on one of these episodes. I really want to see it. But even though I was still feeling some type of way about the dad, the fact that he was persistent and he was like, well, we'll figure it out. We have to spend more time together and we could work it out and you can talk to me whenever you want to, makes me feel like he's trying, and that makes me feel better about the situation. But if I'm not even in her life, and I will never forget the fact that you abandoned that girl when she didn't have nobody else in her life, and she had to grow up with this hard life while you got 4 kids that had such a better experience with you, and she didn't have anybody at all. And I know that's going to be hard for her to get over because I feel hurt for her. I feel hurt for her in this whole little conversation because you could just tell Apple wears, her grief, and she wears what happened in her life on her, and you could just tell. And I really hope that one day that she gets that lifted off of her so she can feel lighter and better about herself, because you can tell that shit is always weighing on her, that somebody didn't give a fuck enough about me just to check in over all of these years. And if they had, maybe I wouldn't have went through some of the terrible shit I went through. Y'all, my heart goes out to Apple Watts because that's a terrible, hard situation to have to go through. But at the end of the day, at least he's not dead. At least he's trying to make an effort at this point, because until somebody is dead, it's never too late, if you ask me. It's never too late. She could have another 20 years with that man in her life, playing a position as a friend and a father in her life, and helping her when she needs it, if that's the case. So I really, being in her kid's life, I hope that it works out for him, y'all. I ain't even mean to talk about that for that long, but it had me in my emotions a little bit. So y'all, A1 goes over to the house to talk to Lyrica. And she's sitting down on the balcony with a little cover on her and all of that. And I'm just like, girl, you giving off tease already. All right. And she says that she feels like their last argument got way out of hand. They said some things to one another they've never said to each other before. And you could tell, like, they went in on one another. And it was kind of fucked up to see. You call your husband fake. You call your wife fake. Y'all pointing out all of the physical fake shit. And, all y'all insecurities poking at him and shit. It wasn't good to watch. If we gonna act like this real, I would never want to see a couple handle each other like that. But she says, I'm just going to look you in your eye and be honest with you and tell you that me and Safari never happened. That never happened. I never had sex with him. I never slept with him. That never happened, okay? And she says that to him, and he's like, okay, I'm willing to admit that I took the story from somebody else and just ran with it, and I shouldn't have. But thank you now for saying to me what I felt like I needed to hear from the beginning. So now they can just basically deal with this issue and throw it away, right? They done with it. And she says, well, I think I know why. My hormones and my emotions have been all over the place. And she pulls from under the cover the pregnancy test. And he looks at it. He was like, so I'm going to be a daddy? And he seemed happy about it. Even though you just made up from finding out that your wife might have fucked your best friend. And now you finding out that it's not true, we think. Now we jump into Lyrica's pregnant and you about to be a daddy. Well, how we gonna tell this to Mama, Dad, and everybody else? Lloyd and Lloyd wife Patrice, who can't stand Lyrica. How we gonna talk to them about this shit? How Lyrica G gonna feel about this? Everybody's worried about what the family is going to say and how they're going to feel now that they know, when they find out that not only is this divorce not happening, but that a baby is about to be put in this situation. I mean, in all honesty, I'm going to have to go off on the family in a minute because you need to suck it the fuck up. Their relationship is not yours. They don't have to be involved in a family life like that. They just really, I feel like you don't. It's always best if you do, but when you marry somebody, and y'all don't even live in the same state with them, bitch, I ain't gotta be calling you with my problems all the time. We'll get to that in a minute. Y'all, Rockstar got Amber Diamond in the studio, and it is some of the most struggle singing I've ever heard. Hold up, let me see if I can do it. Don't trip, I won't snitch. Got liquor in the trunk, it's a drive-by. Thinking else is a drive-by. Like, I'm trying to do it. I'm trying to do the terrible, soft, I don't really have no real support whatsoever for these vocals that I'm giving you, but I'm in the studio and I can't hear myself. I'm trying to give y'all these T's, okay? Don't trip, I won't snitch. I won't snitch. Got liquor in the trunk, it's a drive-by. I was just like, why is she fucking it up? She is terrible. Meanwhile, Rockstar is inside the studio while she's in the booth, and he's just walking back and forth like, oh, that money is deposited already. I'ma have to do surgery on this track. I'ma have to add some reverb on this track. I'ma have to knock the fuck out this track. Yeah. Bitch can't sing. Bitch can't sing, bitch can't sing, that bitch can't sing, bitch can't sing, that bitch can't sing, no she can't. He was in there clowning the fuck out of her, talking to himself, walking back and forth, and then when she was done, whoo, girl, Mariah Whitney and Amber Diamond, girl, get out here so we can talk about that. You did that. Strange. You did that. I was just like, Rockstar, you are fucked up. And then she comes out the studio. She's like, oh my God, really? Thank you. And I'm just like, bitch, you don't hear those subtle hints of sarcasm? You don't know how bad you sounded? Play the shit back. Play it back for her. He ain't gonna play it back for her. He gonna let her record it all fucked up. And then he gonna doctor it up. But I feel like that make you look like a bad producer. He was like, how did I go from J-Lo to here? And I'm like, nah, nigga, we not about to act like J-Lo has the best vocals. We are not about to do that. We've heard raw J-Lo vocals before. She's singing this sad story about how her mom never believes in her. I'm like, oh, so your mama be telling you the truth. Your mama be telling you that you can't really sing, but you up here listening to this stupid ass nigga. Girl, believe your mama. If your mama tell you can't sing, she telling you the truth, okay? If your mama tell you can't sing, she telling you the truth. Mamas don't like to tell their children that they can't sing and ruin all of their dreams, but it looked like that's what she been doing this whole time. I don't know why she felt the need to pay $20,000 for a track knowing her daughter couldn't sing. But that's another problem for another day. But what was so funny to me is when she was talking about how her mama treats her and how controlling she is, this nigga just sitting up there like this and she didn't even notice it. She didn't even notice that he was giving her the strings. Bitch, your life is so terrible, I know. Like, it was just, oh my God, y'all. I was living for that fucking scene. I'm not even gonna lie. It was terrible. It was fucked up. He's wrong. He's a terrible person, but the shit was hilarious. Hilarious. Did y'all see right before the commercial break that the song is actually available for purchase? I looked for it on YouTube and I couldn't find it. So I wanted to know, is it on iTunes? Y'all let me know. Y'all know I got an Android, so I don't got iTunes on my phone and I don't feel like pulling up my Mac to see. So y'all let me know if it's really out there, okay? Amber Diamond, drive-by, bitch. So Paris, being a true undercover cop that she is, this bitch should have went into the academy, okay? Is getting trained by girlfriend number 2 of Akbar, all right? I didn't catch her name, so I'm just gonna call her girlfriend number 2. Girlfriend number 2 seems Latino. She in shape. She owns this gym, and apparently her and Akbar own this gym together. All right, now they working out, and it's all cool. And then Nikki Baby comes in. She's like, "Hey, how you doing, girl? What's up?" and Paris is like, "This your girl. This your girl. This the girl right here. This the girl right here." And Nikki's like, "Oh, what you mean, like Akbar? Oh, girl, Akbar fuck everybody, girl. He for everybody." Girl, Akbar's for everybody. Everybody fucks with Akbar. I love Nikki. And then the girl is like, girlfriend number 2 is like, wait a minute. What's going on here? Why y'all want to know about Akbar? And he's like, well, I'm just saying, you know, I know about him and he's messing with my friend Tiara. You know, we know about, do you know about Tiara? And she's like, yeah, I know about Tiara. I have a full view of what's going on. Why do y'all want to know? Like, what is this about? And Paris is like, look, man, Tiara is my friend and she don't know about you. So I'm trying to be fed at her and get the info so I can take it back to her so she can know what the deal really is. And Nikki Baby is like, so like, what are y'all like, sister wives? Is that what y'all do? And she's like, no, it's not like that. I'm like, bitch, if I ain't never seen a sister wives situation, this is exactly what the fuck it is. You know about his wife, Sade. You know about this new girl, Tiara, that he fucking with, and you're okay with it. Sounds like to me, sister wives. Now, when Paris mentioned Tiara, girlfriend number 2 gonna say, well, I mean, she seems to be getting a lot out of it. She's driving around in one of our cars. I mean, he's definitely beneficial to her life. And I'm like, bitch, what kind of talk is this? What type of talk is this? That he's like basically he's some type of way nutritional for Tiara. She driving around in y'all cars. I was just like, oh my God. Have we gotten to this era where women will just accept any old bullshit mind fuck from a nigga with dolphin teeth? Is that what we are? Oh my God. I cannot. Nikki is like, it sounds like to me that you guys are manipulative. Like, that's what it sounds like to me. And that's when the girl was like, oh, you could get the fuck out. And she was like, make me get out, bitch. Make me get out then. And she was like, oh, you don't want me to make you get out. And Paris was like, look, I am not trying to go to jail for beating up girlfriend number 2. So let's please go ahead and leave. And they leave. But now we know that this nigga really has a harem. He has a harem where most of the bitches know about it. Tiara is the only one looking like a fucking fool, fully unaware of what's going on around her. Sad, sad, sad. So y'all, the final scene. A1 takes Lyrica to meet up with his family, which includes his mama, Mama Dad, Lloyd wife, Patrice, who wants to be on the show so fucking bad. Okay? And Lyrica comes in with him. He pulls out Lyrica's chair. And it's like, bro, what's she doing here? Like, I thought y'all was getting a divorce. Well, we here to sign some divorce papers? I'm like, Lloyd, if you don't calm your thick neck ass down somewhere, ain't nobody asking you to divorce your messy ass, I want to be on television so bad wife. Ain't nobody asking you for that. So why you up here being so rude to this girl, okay? So they sit down and basically they want to say how all of their problem with Lyrica is that she don't communicate. She don't want to be a part of the family. Patrice is like, oh, she only calls me when she wants to complain about you, A1. She only been calling me recently. And she was like kind of throwing everything that I guess her and Lyrica discuss about A1 in her face. And she was like, yeah, I talked to her. She's my sister-in-law. I never thought that she would use what I was talking to her about to throw in my face. Like, what the fuck? And that's what make me think Patrice, you's a fake ass bitch. Because you was sitting on the phone with Lyrica acting like everything was cool, but then around your husband and the rest of the family, you're gonna be like, oh, I don't like her. Then why you was answering her phone calls, bitch? You sound stupid, okay? You sound very, very stupid. Lloyd gets into how Lyrica is the reason why A1 is all Hollywood, why he don't answer phone calls, and he know that A1 is busy, but damn, I'm your brother, and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm just sitting up here like, y'all beef is with A1. I can't stand when people want to blame somebody's spouse all the time for the change in their family member. That girl is not beating him. That girl is not controlling him. He's changing on his own. Y'all beef is with A1, not with Lyrica, but somehow y'all want to blame her as if A1 is not a grown-ass man with his own mind, okay? That's some bullshit. They arguing back and forth when Lyrica Mama, walk in. And Lyrica walks in, she's like, the look on her face, what is this? What is this going on? What is the problem? And Patrice is like, why don't you ask your daughter? And she like, what you mean why don't I ask my daughter? What's wrong with you? And she was like, don't be trying to check me. I'm grown. And she jumped up and I think she called Lyrica a bitch, or somebody called Lyrica a bitch because Lyrica number 2 threw a drink and then shit got all crazy in the melee, and then all you see is Lyrica pick up a chair and I was, bitch, you pregnant, put down the chair. What you gonna do with the chair? Put the chair down. Lyrica, you pregnant. Put the fucking chair down. What if you slip and fall and then the chair hit you in the head or some shit like that, girl? All this security in here, you picking up chairs and shit. I can't. But I'm gonna have to tell y'all right now. A1 side of the family, y'all need to get it together. I don't know what the fuck wrong with y'all, but y'all working on my nerves, all right? I understand that y'all don't like Lyrica. That's not Lyrica's problem. That's not Lyrica's fault. And for y'all to be so outright rude to her as soon as she sat down, that's some bullshit to me. And Mama, Dad, let's talk. What was going on? What was going on with the Raggedy Ann wig? I didn't know what was that? Okay, because I didn't know that you could make those type of like lock-looking wigs that cheap. I didn't know they made those that cheap. I didn't know what the fuck it was red, y'all. She had a fake flower in it. Like, the scalp was red, y'all. Lord, somebody help the mama with the wigs. Patrice, you ain't shit. I don't know what was wrong with it just looked way too fake. It looked like plastic hair. It looked like drawn on eyebrows. It's like, Mama, Dad, please let the original eyebrows grow back in, because she was drawing them up here, but you could see the original eyebrow was down here somewhere. It was just so wrong. It was so wrong, you guys. Why y'all bring y'all mamas on these shows when they ain't up to par? Lord have mercy. Anyway, y'all, that was Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Like I said, it was a whole ratchet ass mood. I hope you enjoyed the review. I hope y'all will come back, like, comment, subscribe if you have not, and share me with your people. Love ya. See ya.